Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Steven, and today... Hold on, let me make sure my mic's... Okay, yep. Okay, and today I am playing NCAA Football 14 for the PlayStation 3 with a mod called College Football Revamped, which is a mod. It's a mod for the game that basically is made to modernize it. Now, I do know that now EA has made another college football video game. They've made College Football 25 on the PS5 and Xbox Series S and X. However, I do not own either of those systems, and from what I've heard and seen, people prefer the gameplay of NCAA Football 14 better, and this game was the last college football game ever made until this year. This game was released in 2013 by EA, and once again, until this year, 2024, this was the last college football video game ever made. It still has major game modes like Dynasty Mode and Road to Glory. Dynasty Mode is basically, it's like franchise mode in Madden, but for college football. And there's recruiting in it. And Road to Glory mode is the player career mode. We're going to go ahead and do a Dynasty. And there's actually something really interesting in this game. So we're going to do a new Dynasty. We're going to create our own coach. And here's the thing. So in this Dynasty, in Dynasty mode, there's a feature called Coaching Carousel. Now, if you don't know what Coaching Carousel is, I'll kind of explain. So it basically allows you to give me a second. I'm thinking. Do Michigan multiple. Okay. What it allows you to do is you don't just have to be a head coach of a team. You can actually also be an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator. And what you're able to do is you're able to do Coaching Carousel in the off season, where you basically can hold out for a bunch of contracts. So, like, for example, you can start off as a offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator, and then try to work your way up into a head coaching position, which is what I'm going to be doing here. So this is my coach. He has my real name, Steven Snyder. I gave him a visor. I'm going to have him wear a polo, and I'm going to have him wear glasses. For his alma mater, I'm picking Michigan, which is my favorite school. I don't actually live in the state of Michigan, nor was I born in the state of Michigan. I've actually born and raised in the state of Ohio, still live in the state of Ohio. For the offensive playbook for my coach, I'm going to go with Michigan's playbook, which runs the multiple offense. And then for the defensive style, I'm doing a 4-2-5-1. So next up, rules and difficulty. So I'm gonna let all this kind of be default for now. Coaching level, we'll start at just default. It starts you, I think, at level 1 anyways. If yes, all players and coaches will have random generated names upon creation of your dynasty. If no, players will retain whatever names you've already set for them. We're gonna hit no, because I already have names for all the players. We're gonna basically do varsity difficulty for the time being. If I need to bump it up, I will. 5-minute quarters. And yeah, okay. Sliders are pretty much going to also keep the same as well. Custom conferences, where I'm going to customize the conferences. And these rosters that I have are from, I think it's from the 2022 season, or the 2023 season. It's whenever Michigan was ranked number 8. So first of all, UC is now in the Big 12, so we're going to move them there, or I think they were supposed to be in the Big 12. Louisville should be in the ACC. I think UCF's also supposed to be in the Big 12 as well. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put Notre Dame in the Big 10. I'm going to put them in the East. And then... And the reason I'm doing that is because I think that they should be going to a different conference. I think that they should be... that's what they should be doing. Is this which conference has Rutgers? And Rutgers is also supposed to be in the Big 10. I think they're in the West. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the American Conference basically is super stripped down in this game at this point. We have the MAC Conference. We can keep that the same. Mountain West, we can keep this the same. Pac-12... I think is the same. SEC is definitely the same. Sun Belt. I could have sworn I saw... Did I see Appalachian State on here? I think a difference would be Appalachian State now is now a Division I FCS or FBS school, and they're in the Sun Belt. But I do have limitations for conferences, unfortunately, so we aren't able to really set that up. But anyways, that's going to be our custom conferences. BCS Bowl tie-ins, I think this is fine. Big Ten champion automatically qualifies for Rose Bowl. Yeah, we'll just keep it the same. Begin Dynasty. And we're going to be Michigan. We're going to be at Michigan, and I'm going to be an offensive coordinator, which means I am going to be responsible for calling offensive plays and recruiting. So I will be controlling the entire offense. See, we have head coach Jim Harbaugh, defensive coordinator Jesse Minter, and then I am the new offensive coordinator. So we're just going to, and we have these little skill trees in the game as well. So I'm currently a level 1 coach. We can go ahead and look at the depth chart to see the roster. So we have J.J. McCarthy as our starting quarterback, Blake Corum as our backup running back, and then as our starting running back, our star. And look at him, 98 overall. That's pretty good. Blake Corum, I think he's now graduated from Michigan, but he was a beast at Michigan. Like, he was a beast. And Donovan Edwards is a pretty good running back as well, and I think he'll be able to. I think he'll be able to keep the running game going at Michigan, even though that we now no longer have Blake Corum. And yes, I'm a big Michigan Wolverines fan. And okay, so we have no fullback on the team, so these tight ends are fullbacks, and they're really bad. Okay. For wide receivers, we have Cornelius Johnson, Roman Wilson, and Ronnie Bell. That's a pretty solid receiving core, Ronnie Bell being the highest overall. Don't know, though, why Cornelius Johnson and Roman Wilson are higher up on the depth chart. I might change that. It could also be maybe Ronnie Bell's strength maybe he's better at being a slot receiver than just a full-on wideout. AJ Henning, and all these people down here. The good thing is that we don't have any low overalls on the receiving core. Tight ends, Luke Schoonmaker's a pretty good tight end. Colson Loveland is okay, but he's a freshman and is 81 overall, so I mean, he might get better. Ryan Hayes is our starting left tackle. Trevor Keegan is our starting left guard. I cannot pronounce that guy's name. I feel so bad, but he's our starting center. 98 overall. That's pretty good. Zach Zenter is our starting right guard. Carson Barnhart is our starting right tackle. And then the defense I'm not too concerned about. I'm just going to kind of glance over these because we're an offensive coordinator, so we really only need to be focusing on the offense. This also goes the same for special teams, but for curiosity, we do have Jake Moody, who is a 93 overall kicker. He is the redshirt senior. He's pretty good. And then Brad Robbins is our punter. Also, Roman Wilson is our starting kick returner, and then AJ Henning is our starting punt returner. However, pretty much all of our receivers and almost all of our receivers and running backs are 99 overall in all of those, which is actually really good. I'm gonna customize the schedule first. So we have a B+ schedule. I do want to have a slightly tougher schedule. So our first game is at home against Central Michigan. I'm okay to keep that. Akron, we need a harder team. Let's go for Georgia. Next game is against Charlotte. Let's play Alabama, and we'll play at Alabama. So we have an A+ schedule, that's going to be hard. So we have Central Michigan, then a bye week, then we are at home, then we play number 3 Georgia, then we play at number 1 Alabama, then we play at Rutgers, then we play at Minnesota, then we play at Penn State, then we play, go verse against Indiana, then we play at Purdue, then we verse against number 15 Michigan State, and that is a rivalry game specifically. So is the game against Minnesota, and this is an in-state rivalry. Then we play at number 5 Notre Dame, then we play at home against Northwestern, then we have a bye week, then we play at home against number 2 Ohio State. So it's going to be a tough schedule. We have a lot of road games. Hold on, how many road games do we have? So out of our conference play, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 conference games to play. So we have 9 conference games, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are on the road, and 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them are at home. So, wow. So maybe just, however, let's see how many games we have overall. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. Well, actually, you always have 12 games. What am I saying? And let's see how many are at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's even. 6 home games, 6 road games. Okay. Otherwise, I would have put one of these as a home game. Yes, I want to keep this schedule. So let's set up our recruiting board real quick. I'm not going to create any prospects. I'm just going to go ahead and start recruiting. I'm honestly not going to focus that much on recruiting this first season because I'm an offensive coordinator. So because I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm not that interested in recruiting. However, I am going to go ahead and snag some people. So that athlete, for example, that's a 5-star recruit, has interest in us. We do need a fullback. So let's recruit a few fullbacks. Recruit 2 of those fullbacks because we need an official fullback. Team needs... Hold on. So, wow, the fact we have a B- quarterback rating. Okay, so we could benefit from everything all around. Quarterbacks. And I'm only recruiting offensive players because I'm only recruiting offensive players and athletes. Athletes can be changed to pretty much any position. And I'll recruit that one defender. And then anyone that wants to come here as well, I'll kind of put on the recruiting board. I'm probably not going to do that good with them. So we have a tight end. Let's get a couple quarterbacks. See if we can steal that guy from Ohio State. I'll go for that. And Yeah, I added 14 prospects. I think the computer actually automatically adds the rest of the prospects for me, and I'm not going to redshirt any players, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So, yeah. So when you are a offensive coordinator in Dynasty Mode, you only play, in the games, you only play when the offense is on the field, so you only control the offense. So when your team's on defense, it simulates the defense. And if you're a defensive coordinator, it's the same but the other way around, where you only play when your team's defense is on the field. So you'll only play when your team's defense is on the field. Yeah, you can see like look all these defenders on here and all that. So we're just gonna go ahead and give this guy, and we're just gonna offer him a scholarship right out of the bat. Yeah, we offered a fullback a scholarship because that's what you're supposed to do. You gotta offer them scholarship. We're just gonna max this guy out. We want him. Give you a scholarship. I actually do need to save some of my recruiting points for like big players like these guys. Like I offered a scholarship to that athlete. And then for now, I'm just not going to offer any more scholarships, so. But we have a lot of athletes. Like, look, got this guy right here. These are some good athletes. Like, yeah, give him a scholarship. He's gonna be thinking like we're reaching too much or something, and then not have a lot of interest. Trust me, once you get later into recruiting, you're able to do more than just put points on them and offer them scholarships. Like you're able to have phone calls with them and all that. You're able to actually recruit them. But once again, I'm not going to be recruiting that much as a coordinator, because to me, coordinators don't really do that much recruiting. Like to me, a coordinator's big job is like a big thing with coordinators is to me, they're supposed to like run whatever they're supposed to run. So an offensive coordinator is supposed to run the offense. You can see the sliders are like shaking in our direction on the overall, especially in the offense, because we're a 95 overall team. We have a 97 overall offense and a 93 overall defense. But we're gonna go and open up our first game at home against the Central Michigan Chippewas. This might be the longest video in the series, but you can see, look at that. 98 overall center, 98 overall running back, and 93 overall kicker. However, they have a 84 overall punter, an 84 overall running back, and an 82 overall cornerback.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Hey, look,
there's a formal name.
That's Jim Harbaugh.
But everyone knows it's the Big House. Michigan Stadium, the site. Coaches starting to work on their players, making sure that they're not overwhelmed by the magnitude of the game and the enormity of the stadium. Ann Arbor, the site for our showdown, and kickoff not far away. Thanks for joining us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Now let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for all the action. We'll see you at the half.
That was a great presentation. That's right, Michigan, go blue. My favorite team. And for people wondering, I am playing this on an emulator. I'm playing this on RPCS3, which is a PlayStation 3 emulator. And if you're wondering, I do actually own this game. I actually own a physical copy of this game. I have it actually on my, it's like in a shelf on my desk. But I do own, well, the disc is in my PS3. But the game case is like on my shelf that's attached to my desk. Yep, Michigan Stadium, which is nicknamed the Big House. It's going to get started. And yeah, it's going to be the first season's not going to be that hard, because here's the thing. I'm not very good at defense, but I'm pretty good at offense. So Yeah.
So let's see what the offense can do as they come out.
But it looks like that we started with the ball. We got J.J. McCarthy out here to start us off with. Gonna have him throw a ball that is almost picked off. What a way to start off. To be fair, also J.J. McCarthy is more of like a scrambling quarterback, so he can run with the ball pretty well himself. We're going to take a pass up to Ronnie Bell. That gets us 18 yards and a first down. So let's take a look at this. And keep in mind, we still got Blake Corum in the backfield, so we can start trying to getting him involved in the running game. We're going to have J.J. McCarthy take off, and he does take a big hit, but thankfully he does not fumble the ball. Actually, no, I was not looking to do an option. I was looking to do a run. So now we're going to try to run with Blake Corum. Blake Corum's going to be a big part of this offense because he's going to be helping carry us. All right, Blake Corum, look at that. If you hear a lot of snapping, I am using an Xbox 360 controller with this because my DualSense is not working on my PC right now. Otherwise, I'd be using my DualSense. I mean, I guess if I can't, I might eventually just switch to using my DualShock 4. I do like PlayStation controllers better than Xbox controllers. Or even if I don't do that, I could at least use my Xbox One controller. If I'm looking to, because this 360 controller I'm using has like a busted left stick, so it doesn't feel that great to use it. But yeah, the people that made College Football Revamped, it's a really cool mod because they made a whole new ESPN overlay, and they also gave us updated rosters and that come with the mod, and they kind of like tried to modernize the game the best way that they could. So it's pretty nice. And the thing is, I have been playing NCAA Football 14 on my PS3 quite a bit. Where it's obviously not the modded version of the game. Technically, you can get this mod to work on your actual PS3. I don't know if you can get it to work on. Actually, no, I don't think you can get it to work on the Xbox 360 version of the game. You're pretty much stuck with the PS3 version, which is okay. I like the PS3 better than the Xbox 360. Some of you are probably shaking your head at some of my play calls right now. You can see number 15 Michigan State just destroyed. I just forgot who the other team was. All right, we're gonna pass this off to Cornelius Johnson, and he's gonna get in for a Michigan touchdown. And Hail the Victors is gonna start playing. J.J. McCarthy to Cornelius Johnson. Yeah, look, we're not even on the field for the extra point or any of the special teams. We don't play the kick returns, the punt returns, only the offense. I mean, if we went for a 2-point conversion, we would be on the field. But I think that's the head coach's decision, which is good because that's actually realistic. I don't think a coordinator would make a decision to go for it on, or to. They wouldn't make a decision to go for it on 4th down, and they also wouldn't make a decision to go for a 2-point conversion. That'd be the head coach. As you can see, J.J. McCarthy, I have him throw it into double coverage, and that is incomplete. I am going to be trying to rectify that. That's the thing also. I need to make sure I don't throw it into coverage that much. That is one thing that's a bad habit I have when I throw the ball. I just throw it to whoever's deep in hopes that it ends up working out for me, and then it never does. Because I end up, if I'm playing All-American, I throw a lot of picks. And I got sacked. We're going to have to punt the ball. I didn't get sacked. J.J. McCarthy got sacked. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. And I can use Ask Coach. What Ask Coach lets me do is that just lets me pick, it gives me a small selection of plays that I can pick from that the game is recommending me, but I'm trying to get better at play calling, so I'm calling my own plays. So you will be seeing me like go in and pick different plays through our whole playbook. And I went with the multiple offense just because it has the most amount of options. Interestingly enough, I do not know how he dropped that pass. I do not know how you drop that pass. This is gonna suck when we're playing against like Alabama. This is not gonna go over well. But I'm gonna take it down deep, and Cornelius Johnson is able to bring it in. He's able to get at least 1 foot in bounce, which is all you need in college football. Actually, he gets both feet down, but in college, you don't need both feet down for the pass to be complete. You just need to have 1 foot down. We're going to throw that to Loveland up the field. Coastal Loveland, the freshman tight end. That's his first catch of his college career right there. All right. Let's see. We're going to go and take that throw over to Cornelius Johnson again. And he will get us 12 yards. He's probably been the receiver we've been going to the most in this game. Let's try an option play now. JJ McCarthy having a good game in the passing so far. And yep, just going to keep it ourselves, which is the correct call. JJ McCarthy. He unfortunately, well, not even close to the end zone. I was hoping to get a little bit more with that. Let's try a speed option. See if we can get the option game going. That's also a thing I kind of like option plays a little bit. JJ McCarthy. I think we're right on the goal line. So now we're gonna go. Let's go ahead and give it to Blake Corum. Come on, Blake Corum. Just pound it in the end zone. Just get it in. And Corum takes it in for a Michigan touchdown, his first touchdown of the season. Let's go. And we are hopefully going to go up 14-0 against Central Michigan. And also, guys, I'm sure you guys know this. Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines are the current national champions. They won the national championship game in 2024. They are the best team in the country, and that means, yes, JJ McCarthy is a national championship winning quarterback. He is in the NFL now. I think he was a late round draft pick though, but he is in the NFL right now. But he left Michigan as a national champion. It's like the first time in a year since I think 1997 that Michigan won a national championship. I'm very excited because as a lifelong Michigan fan, I've been through Michigan's bad days, and that could have been a pick. That was not a good decision. But I've been through Michigan. I've been with Michigan for their days where they have sucked, because in the early 2000s, they went through quite a drought. And in the 2010s, they had quite some bad years in the 2010s as well, and they went a while without beating Ohio State. And JJ McCarthy, we're just going to have him run the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. That is one thing I love having a quarterback that can run. I do prioritize throwing the ball over running the ball, but I like it if my quarterback is able to run, because if they're able to run, then that means they're able to get out of dangerous situations. So if I have like a pocket passer QB, I need to, like, I hate when I have a pocket passer QB and there's no open receivers and your only options are to take off running. Your only options are as follow: take off running, throw the ball away, or take a sack, or try to force the ball. And if I have a pocket passer, I always try to force the ball, because I don't like to throw the ball away when there's room to run. But I can't run with a pocket passer because they're slow. Pocket passers in the games are they're so slow. Oh, Shoemaker, he drops that. But to be fair, yeah, it was some good coverage. I know Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit really only commentate NFL games, or not NFL, college games, but I think it'd be cool if they could commentate NFL games, or like be in the Madden games. I have no idea, though, who the commentators are in College Football 25. And look at that, Ronnie Bell getting that one-handed catch up the field. Yeah, look, yes, he is. He is embarrassing them. Look at that, Kansas State just destroyed FCS Midwest. Yeah, that's another thing. This game does not really have the official Division I FCS schools. It just doesn't. So with most of the FCS schools, you'll see them listed as like FCS South, FCS Southeast, FCS North, stuff like that. I have no idea why the game's giving me hints. I know how to do a spin move. Let's go, Roman Wilson. This is a big boy blowout. But you know what? I'm okay with that. You know, first game of the season, get a nice blowout to get all the players' confidence and everything all set up. It's a good way to start. And then, of course, as we go further down the line, the games do get harder, and we end up having a lot closer games. So it's always good to have a crappy team to beat the lights out of to start off the season. It's actually kind of normal in college football to do that. And JJ McCarthy gets sacked. I guess we're gonna have to settle for a field goal. I guess we don't get a field goal. How did our defense get the ball back so quick? Look at that, 27 seconds, already have the ball back. Alright. JJ McCarthy thrown to Roman Wilson, and Roman Wilson's going to get in the end zone for a Michigan touchdown, his first touchdown of the season. JJ McCarthy thrown on the run right before he gets hit, and Roman Wilson just finishing that off. Yeah, first half we shut them out in the first half, 27-0, and it still continues that way for when we get the ball. Our defense is just stopping them every chance that they get. Yes, with a commanding lead. JJ McCarthy upfield, thrown into double coverage, but we were hoping Roman Wilson could have pulled that in. Unfortunately, he could not. I have no idea why hurry up was called. I think I might have hit a button on accident that did that. And it turns out we're running the same play. Okay. So I'm going to throw this to Blake Corum. Blake Corum is going to not really break any tackles, but he gets 9 yards. It's 3rd and 1. Speaking of Blake Corum, let's see what he thinks about an option play. See if we can have him help out JJ McCarthy. Yep. No, wait. Oh, JJ McCarthy breaks it. No. 4th and inch. Okay, we are going for it. I'm going to run, hurry up. We are going for that. 4th and inches. Like, I'm going for it. And we get it. And JJ McCarthy taking off running. Look at that, breaks 1 tackle. JJ McCarthy. Oh, he was so close to getting his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, but JJ McCarthy, who didn't even seem that fast. Dude just was going at it. Wow. That was a really good run by JJ McCarthy.
1st and goal from the 2, and they can smell the end zone.
13 they have 2 first downs. Okay, so Central Michigan's done really bad in this game. Blake Corum, I was trying to go outside to avoid more defenders because it looked like they were all piling up the middle. Blake Corum, let's go up the middle. Gain a couple yards back. Okay, let's see. Listen, I really want to try to get him in the end zone again. I know Blake Corum can do it. He is Blake Corum. Oh, no. Okay, we have Donovan Edwards out. Well, Donovan Edwards is pretty good, too, and he gets a touchdown for Michigan, his first touchdown of the season, and we continue the blowouts. And also, this doing offense, it really just gets the games done quicker. I mean, so it would be if I ran defense, too, but once again, I'm not that good at defense, and so I don't have a lot of fun only playing defense. Alright, gonna throw upfield to Ronnie Bell. And we're just driving up the field already. And JJ McCarthy's almost broke how many passing yards now? That's honestly, at this point we could have our backups go out on the field and we would still win the game.
Michigan with a big advantage.
Last play of the third quarter, McCarthy gonna throw to Johnson, and Cornelius Johnson getting up far into the red zone, and that is how we'll end off the third quarter, 34-7. That is hilarious. We understand there's another game that you might want to watch. Alright. Let's see, JJ McCarthy up to throw to Roman Wilson for a Michigan touchdown. And this is just embarrassing. How are they so good? No, it's just Central Michigan is just a really bad team. Now, I do think if we're winning by a bunch, the computer will automatically sub out my starters. I don't know. Yes, it did. So now we have Warren out. But we still have Ronnie Bell on the field. Oh, Davis Warren. What a start for Davis Warren. Well, Davis, I know you want to win the starting QB job once JJ McCarthy is gone. So let's see. Let's see what you can do. So we're going to throw up to Ronnie Bell. He brings it in. That gains us some good yardage and a first down.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
So Davis Warren already starting off well. Of course, they still have all their starters out on the field. So, yeah. Have Warren's going to throw it deep to Henning. A.J. Henning. That is a huge reception, 41 yards. Man, Davis is really happy right now, I think.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10.
Davis Warren. I don't know if he can run the ball. We can try with him. But I'm going to try to first throw to Ronnie Bell. And we're right at the goal line. I was really trying to get Ronnie Bell in the end zone. Now we're going to run the ball. Donovan Edwards. Pound that rock in there. And he does. Running up that score. And I know you're probably saying, Steven, it's late in the game. It's late in the game, Steven. Just run the ball. No, man, I put up the score. So I'll run the ball if it's like a close game and I'm like barely winning. Let's see. Ronnie Bell. Yo, let's go. Come on. Also, you know, when you have your backups out on the field, you want to get them some stats. You want them to try to pad up the stat sheet a little bit. So I'm giving Davis Warren a chance to get some stats out there. And Davis Warren's going to run into the end zone for a touchdown, so he is able to run a little bit.
Well, at this point, these guys are just out there padding stats.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Pad stats, run up the score.
Seems like they've been in a rhythm since we kicked this game off.
Yeah, we have been. Because we're playing against freaking Central Michigan. It's not exactly a hard team to play against. Now we're using 4 verts. Ha, run the ball. You underestimate me. We're gonna pass it up to Andrell Anthony. Okay. I think it's Andrell, actually. I think I pronounced it wrong. I feel so bad. All right.
First down and 10 now after picking up some great yardage through the air.
All right. All right, Loveland. up the field, the freshman tight end. See, you know what? Central Michigan did it. Tried their best. I mean, it's hard to compete against a really good team, and no, I'm just kidding. They totally botched it.
So not only did they risk an interception, but now they've given them more time. I just don't get it.
You don't get it because I'm winning 55-7. If I give them more time, that's not going to do anything. Not gonna lie, if I get a pick, I don't care that much. I would prefer to not throw an interception, but at this point in the game, it's not going to do anything. And yeah. All right.
He scrambled.
Well, a nice stop there late.
No, we are. Nope. Nope, we are. Hurry up.
I love to see a confident quarterback, but you don't want to just go back there and put blind faith into your throws.
Hey man, he knows what he's doing, okay? So, we turn the ball over on downs, unfortunately.
That's a big time stop here by the defense.
But, you know, I'm trying to see if David... He almost broke 200 passing yards. We almost had two quarterbacks do it. J.J. McCarthy's player of the game.
For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll
That's
see you
right,
next time.
because we're actually good at the game. Unlike Central Michigan, freaking Chippewas. And look at that. Look at that. Our first game as Michigan's offensive coordinator, and we blow out Central Michigan. I mean, that, though, to be fair, I think we all saw that coming. And we're now a level 2 coach, which is awesome. So we can now advance to week 2 and see where we are in the top 25. I'm sure we'll be the same. Let's see. Because, I mean, we beat an unranked team, so I don't know how much that's going to really make our rankings go up. But, like, once we start playing Georgia, Alabama, Brad has committed to Alabama. Oh, you idiots. Oh, no. No. Why'd you guys commit to Alabama? Look, we got Georgia, Alabama. So our next games are going to be pretty rough. So I'm going to leave off this video for now, guys. In our next video, we are going to be playing off against Georgia, and I might, if depending on how much time it takes, do a doubleheader and also play against Alabama. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please leave a like on it, and if this is one of the first videos that you see by me, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye and take care.